Hey everybody, welcome back to Autovox Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I think you might be able to hear it, but Max is eating the foods. He's still a puppy, so he is, it's something he's want to do. In any case, I think it's time for us to do challenge runs, and next on the list is Darkness Falls, so let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, well, the seed is AZSD GFYQ. Alright, so we are starting with, wow, literally like damage and stuff. That's pretty cool. This should be a relatively easy run. And you know what? I think we freaking deserve it. We've been having a good old time on the regular runs, and we've been getting our collective shit stomped on in all seriousness. Okay, but taking stock of this run, we have Sacrificial Dagger, good item. Starting as Eve, not necessarily the worst thing that could happen. We have Dead Bird, so that's pretty shitty. We do start with some good bits of damage, such as the potential for Whore Babylon, and Max is going to town on that water. Buddy, you still thirsty? Still want the waters? Don't worry, I'll give him some more water. I love my son. And if you do anything against me, my son will attack you because he's a vicious, little German Shepherd pup, and he'll eat your collective shit. I mean, he doesn't eat poop. At least I hope not. He might be. He's not been around cats too often, so I can't imagine he would actually take part in the cat box candy. But if he did, that'd be rather disgusting. Max, you better not eat any cat poop, okay? This is a father-son talk right now. We're having it in front of all the viewers, and they will agree with me that eating cat poop is rather disgusting. Okay? Okay, buddy? Let's assume that he says yes. Alright, in any case, we are gonna make our way out of here. Killing that guy real quickly, and we might be able to... Yes, we did. Get into the Whore Babylon state, so feels good, man, feels good. I don't think we should actually take a heart of damage, so I don't feel too bad about moving on with things. Alrighty. So, we're fighting Little Horn, and he should be relatively easy. Yeah, there you go. And I think we will just take this heart, because I'd rather not die. And let's just go down to the next floor. Going on down. So 2 minutes in, and it looks like we're actually going to have to go all the way down to Satan. I think that's what that icon is. Yeah, this should be relatively easy. Oh, feels good. It's nice to actually have a decent backlog, all things considered, because that way it allows me to freely focus on other things, like the special video that I'm also gathering footage for. And it'd be kind of hilarious to actually have like a month's worth of, like a couple weeks worth of backlog going on. Can you imagine that? You'd be like talking to past Daniel, or past Otto. Yeah, anyway, my real name's Daniel. And yeah, let's just use this right now. And get that. And we get the stoofs, the stoofly stoof. And yeah, we're not gonna get any item rooms on this, so there's no real point in not really. We can't explore the run, but there's no real point in doing so. We could get some item from him, but all things considered, I don't necessarily think so. Luckily, he does damage himself from his bombs, and we did. Oh, go figure. This does allow us to get into the Tinted Rock. Max, what are you doing? You silly dingo? He's being quite weird right now. That's just him. He's a weird dog, but he's my dog. And I love him. Now, we actually got him around Christmas, so coincidentally, he's actually sometime in mid-November. He's probably going to be turning 1, and oh, what a proud day as a father that'll be. Should probably get him something, because, you know, he is my son. But I can't imagine what he would want. I imagine more food, or maybe like a day out and getting some stuff, I guess. Let's take Brother Bobby. I mean, I'd rather not take Necronomicon, because I think going down with Mr. Boom is probably going to serve us better, because we aren't rocking too many bombs right now. Alright. So, yes, this run should be pretty easy. all things considered, because the amount of damage that we have is just really, really good. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Everything going well? How's your day? Leave your day comments in the comments below, okay? Because I am actually curious, and that sucks that we actually got that. So wait, no, we're good. Never mind, we are fine. I was disappointed that we actually got full health, but I was proven otherwise. That we are fine. We did get a lot of bombs, so we might have considered taking down the Necronomicon, but I mean, the choice when there's only really one real decision isn't really much of a choice now, is it? Yeah, but it should be fine. Mr. Boom will do us well, and having the death card every other room, every like 6 rooms or so, seems kind of crappy, all things considered, because our damage is so good. But yeah, look at that. We could have used the Necronomicon on this room, and we would have been done with it faster, but we're doing pretty well in handling it ourselves, so I think we are totally fine. This is an episode involving Max a lot. Max, what are you doing? You silly dingo? Come here. Come to your father. Come here. He is acting rather strange. Alright, lay down. Good boy. Now stay. Yeah, I'm much more of a dog person. I can't be a cat person. There's nothing inherently wrong with it, but if you like cats, like I said in another video, it's gonna be a no-go. I'm sorry. Can't date you anymore. Show's over. Go home, pack your bags, because, yeah, you are choosing the inferior animal in every which way. Kidding, no. I like cats, but I think I'm actually allergic to them a little bit. Well, allergic to their dander, because I'm totally down to do the snugs with the cats, but they're just like, just pop this right now. Yeah, they're like really, really itchy for me. Cool. Well, that made that relatively easy, and let's head down to the next flow. Alrighty, 7 minutes in, at least into this video. So, feels good, feels good. It's just nice to have an easy run, well, because the blue baby runs that we've been trying to do have just been completely fucking us left, right, and center. Alrighty, right here? Magic Mush. Shoot, I was hoping to will it into existence. I think if I were to list an item as my favorite item, I would definitely pick Magic Mush as my favorite just because it's so good. And yes. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And there we go. We haven't had enough money to actually go into the shop, or at least enough money to feel comfortable going into the shop. Yeah, so it's not too bad. But in any case, yes, today we did go grocery shopping, and I feel pretty good because we had meatloaf, and I'm actually very, very full right now. I am content. Which is something that I haven't said in a very long time, mostly because, like, we have not had any real variety of food here. And I guess that's in part my fault, just because I don't have, like, a real source of renewable income right now. But hopefully we hear something back soon. At least I would hope so. I don't know, that's one aspect of things that's still scaring me a little bit, just because of how serious it all is. And it's not that I'm opposed to having, like, serious conversations and that sort of deal, it's just that it's something that is gonna be affecting my future, and having that kind of shit going on is still relatively scary. But yeah, anyway, don't mean to make this video depressing, you gotta have some balance in your life. You can't always be happy, you can't always be sad, that sort of thing. Right now, we are contemplative about our current situation, and taking stock of it, or at least being aware of it, is, I think, healthy, because ignoring rather serious issues doesn't actually solve anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. This reminds me of a conversation that I actually had with my father earlier today, and it goes along the lines of, like, the idea that the power of positive thinking is utter bullshit. Because in a sense, it is. Because just because you think positively or just say everything's fine doesn't necessarily make it so. It's not really the power of positive thinking that I like. It's more of like, the more you put mindful energy towards something, the more likely it is to happen, or the more likely you are to make it happen, is kind of what I'm thinking at. Like, the whole climbing thing for me, that's something that I like, that's what I want to do, and me putting more energy towards that by like getting stronger, working out, that sort of thing, it'll make me a better climber. In that sort of sense. Max, licking the bowl doesn't make food appear. Just sit down. He is being rather silly. Don't worry, bud. I will give you the attentions that you deserve, because you've been an okay boy, all things considered. Alright, we're just gonna make sure you probably heard him crawling into his kennel. Sit down, bud. E. Come on. Just lay down. Thank you. Oh, children. Actually, I don't have any kids myself, and I don't think I'd actually ever would want kids. Well, eventually, maybe. Just not right now. I am still way too young for to even consider thinking about having a child. I'm content with having a dog. Dog requires a lot more attention. Not than a child, but like he still requires a lot of attention. Just to make sure that he is doing well. And yeah, like, oh gosh. He's, like I said, he's almost almost 1. So it's kind of crazy to think that he's been like, I've not really had a day without him. Like he's been in my life for like almost an entire year. And like every day since like December, like I've always seen him. He's always been there. It's kind of weird to think about. Just because, like, he's become more or less a part of my regular consciousness. And like, the idea of not having him there kind of weirds me out. If, like, I don't know, I'm sure any pet owners would know what I'm talking about. Like, it seems weird to stay away from, like, your animals for a certain period of time. At least the idea of staying away from your animals is very, very strange. Got a lot of freaking consumables from that, so that feels good. But yeah. Eventually, I might want to consider getting another dog, just because Max would have someone to play with. And I do feel bad about the fact that he doesn't play too often. I mean, he does play, it's just because of how remote I am, like, we live, and also the fact that not a lot of people are very, like, the area that I'm in, a lot of people are, like, standoffish. In the sense, well, they, like, not that they are shy, per se? How do I word this? They like to mind their own business. If I want to put it that way. Like, they don't really like messing around with talking to other people outside of their own circle, that sort of deal. And I can't really fault them for that. But yeah, when I did take Max out for a walk one time, I was trying to get him to play with one of the neighbor dogs. Well, I say neighbor, but they live across the highway. But I tried getting him to play with him, but they were like, he was really like, "What are you trying to do? Like, where are you coming here?" Not the person, but the dog was very, very scared. And like, when I was trying to get the dogs to play, the owners were like, "No, stay away." Like, Max is not a vicious dog. He gets really excited, and that's all. I don't know. It felt really disappointing to actually see that, just because, man, they just want to play. Let them play. Why you gotta, like, try to keep them away from each other? Dogs, they're social creatures, very, very much so than humans. Well, just as much or about the same, I don't know. But they like to socialize, essentially, is what I'm trying to get at. And, like, telling them to stay away from each other doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Oh, nice, black heart. Yeah, but I don't necessarily plan on staying here too long. If I do actually get a job in another city, I do plan on doing, like, going there. Just because I'm starting to feel stagnant just staying in this area. And again, I'm not trying to make this video rather depressing. I'm just bringing to light the things that are on my mind. And hey, if you're a viewer and you might watch my contents, then this is kind of the conversations that we're gonna be having on the semi-regular. I don't know, but I will do my best to at least maintain some semblance of like zaniness and fun. I guess that sounds rather funny coming from me, but yes, come on, pay out. Give me the good stuff. Give me the good stuff, Daddy. Yeah, that's good. Good enough. Did we get growth hormones? I can't tell. That doesn't help either. That there. MacBook Pro, baby. Ooh. Yeah, we're still firing. A little funny. Come on. Come on, let me fire straight. Fire straight. I need you to know that I'm a real straight shooter right now. I need to show the world. Oh, yeah, speaking of something that I mispronounced or misspecific. Anyway, in the last episode, I said that that Enya's saying, the part in Eminem's thing, that's actually Dido, and I'm a little disappointed in myself, maybe it's because it shows that, I'm not as, well versed in the raps as I think I am, and that's rather disappointing. All things considered. Let's pick up Nun's Habits, because it is good. Das good. Das is good. Yeah, I'm like, no. I was talking over with a friend, and I was like, yeah, I said that Enya was the singer, and he's like, okay, that sounds wrong. Then it hit me like a truck, like, oh shit. Said it was Enya. It's Dido. Anyway, yeah, for real though, Dido actually sings it. Sings the chorus in Stan. What she's gonna sing? Maybe he sampled it? I have no idea. Oh god, this is bothering me now. I need to go on Wikipedia and actually figure it out for myself. But yo, don't let the teachers say fool you. Wikipedia is actually a rather good source of information. Not necessarily for like major topics. You wouldn't want to go there for like an opinion piece, kind of like politics and that sort of deal. But if you want to get some like what sassafras is, it's a genus of plant that almost went extinct, then yeah, there you go. So whenever someone calls you a sassafras, then you be like, alright, yeah, I know from that one video and the Wikipedia article that I looked up immediately after, or probably during the video, says that a sassafras is a genus of plants that almost went extinct. So yeah, you just got fucking learned right there. Get learned, son. But anyway. Funny thing is that I'm recording Isaac right now, but I think the day before, sometime, I recorded a shitload of Dark Souls. I just had like a Dark Souls vibe going on, and that made it so that my Isaac backlog is rather small in comparison. So that's why we're doing Isaac right now. It's not that I don't like Isaac or like I think Isaac is better than Dark Souls. I mean, there are different games and they serve different niches in that sort of sense, but yeah, I like both games. I like both games for what they are. And, I don't know, like, just comparing, which is better, Isaac or Dark Souls? It's like comparing apples and oranges. Like, why can't we just like games? Why can't we just play games and be content with them? Why has everything gotta be better, or like a best of, or something like that? Like, man, sometimes things are just good, and you just gotta be chill and like, you know what? I like playing this, so let's play it, essentially. I have no idea what I'm rambling on about. We gotta dodge. Okay, well, we need to pick up more damage. Because it took for a long while to actually kill, what's his face? Monstro 2. Alright. Something good? Nah, nothing good. So we're going against Mom, going against Red Mom. So this should be relatively easy, because you just walk your ass into her foot, and then you should be good. And the orbitals are doing wonders against her. So we got this, and we popped that open. Didn't get a deal with the devil, but what did we get for boss rush? We're not gonna get any achievements on there, so there's no real point. Let's just go down to the next floor. So right, we are on the womb. Yes, we're on the womb with Curse of the Maze. Not too bad, but not the best, obviously. So let's see. If I was the boss room, where would I be? Where would I be? Oh, that's what I'd be. Thank you, Liberty Cap. It's so strange that Liberty Cap actually has that functionality. Maybe it's a bug, I don't know, but it was also in vanilla. Maybe it's intentional. Ooh, will the world ever know? Maybe they will. They probably do. But yeah, I guess we're going up. But yeah, thanks, Liberty Cap. You've been a bro in this particular instance. Not that you ever not been a bro, but yeah, you've been helpful. I was about to say relatively helpful, but no, you've been helpful, and you should. I'm giving credit where credit is due. Oh yeah, big ups to Book of Sin for giving us that spirit heart. Yeah, putting in more work than fucking Liberty Cap right there. Yep, Liberty Cap. I said it. Someone had to say it. You've been slacking quite a bit, and we're gonna have to submit a report to Akeshar and actually give a little talking to about you, because your performance has actually been really underwhelming, at least past a couple of times. And I think a formal review is in order, or we have to, you know, vote you off the island. So you gotta get your shit together before we end up canning your ass, okay? Oh god. Right, so moving around. This guy is he's like, it's not that he's feared. You can't really say feared. It doesn't make any sense. So like he's afraid. He's terrified of you. So you can't, like, when you like apply the tier stat of fear on him, it's just like you can't say he's feared. I feared him. Like, he's afraid. Yeah. All right. Well. Luckily, we actually were moving when we fought that, because I actually had no idea. Because I am listening to my music when I'm playing this recording, and I'm not listening to the game sound, which might be an undersight, but hasn't really hurt us too badly. And that, see, Book of Sin, you are proving that you are doing your work. Okay, Blastocyst should be pretty easy. Shouldn't, like, I can't imagine. He's like the pin of womb bosses. It's like, oh no, I died to Blastocyst. It's like, did you put a bomb next to yourself? Did you have Isaac's heart? Did you let your 11-year-old brother play? Maybe, I don't know, maybe your 11-year-old brother is better than me at Isaac. Probably. All things considered, I think your grandma's better than me. Who's not better than me and Isaac is your fucking mother. That's right, you little bitch. Called you out. I'm kidding. No, I'm sure your mom's a very beautiful woman, and I look forward to seeing her later tonight. I'm just kidding. No, I don't think we're gonna actually pick that up. If we actually had some more spirit hearts, maybe. But let's go on down. Should probably get some more water. Oh god, all this recording is drying the hell out of my throat. Alrighty, so. We have the shoots. So, we're in the middle of the weekend, and I don't necessarily know what we're going to be playing for the next Weeb Wednesday. You can actually hear the thought process right now, because technically it is my show, because I'm the one who actually enforces it, or at least like gathers the two people who participate in it in there. Yeah, I really don't know what we're going to play. I don't necessarily feel don't start together, also because it less room for memes, I guess. Or maybe it's more room for memes. It's just that the VOD that we had is so fucking large, and it's hard to find actually good, you know, what's the word? Highlights? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, and that's just a whole nightmare, like a whole can of worms that I don't necessarily want to deal with. I mean, in Halloween Spirit we could do that, but actually, wait, no, it doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween Spirit, just because of the fact that The next week Wednesday is technically in November. Ooh, so we can do like a Thanksgiving stream. I'm kidding, no, I can't imagine. Is there any like Thanksgiving specific games? That sounds so freaking weird. Or at least the idea of it. You didn't give me anything good. Dang it, game. You had one job. And you have failed me. Doo-doo. Alrighty. Ah. Oh yeah. Listening. Sorry, I got distracted by my music right now. Well, not my music, but the music I'm listening to. And again, if you haven't watched Cowboy Bebop, you gotta watch it. It's so good. Speaking of which, I should probably watch some more animus later on. I just got done watching, what was it? What was the name? Oh, Hibiki Euphonium Season 2? So, I think that's pretty okay. I mean, I like it enough. Cute girls, instruments, that sort of deal. That's cool, in my opinion. What else is good? Three Gatsu no Lion? That's pretty sweet. It's about a boy who does stuff and he memes, and it's like shoujo, or not shoujo, shogi? Oh god. Alright, well we managed to make our way out of there. And freaking finally, yes, we made it to the boss room, so we're gonna fight It Lives. Is it It Lives? Or is it Mom's Heart? I think it's It Lives. There we go. Alright, going down. So fighting It Lives. Dodge around. Okay. Alright, cool. We managed to get out of there. And boss rush, we were fighting Krampus. We had to do it sometime. And what better time than now, I suppose. Dodge around. But yeah, I actually think I want to do another series. I can't imagine what though. I just gotta look through the backlog of stuff that I have. So the idea, I probably said this before on other series and that's like other videos and that sort of thing. But Isaac is always gonna be. It's gonna be there for maybe not always, but we'll see. Uploads may be coming less and less the further I get into the game, that sort of deal. But anyway, for right now, Isaac is for sure gonna be a staple on the channel. And you're going to be getting your Isaac fix every day if you are so inclined. But Dark Souls is a finite game. It does have a legitimate ending. And being more mindful of that is probably something that I want to consider now while I'm like probably two-thirds of the way through. And I gotta be like, what am I gonna fill into that slot now that I have? So Isaac fills in the long form like series that I want, something that's always there, something that's reliable. It is the diesel engine of my channel, okay? But I need something that's like a Prius, that's just like, it'll get me from point A to point B, but it's not something you necessarily want to roll all the time. You know what I mean? And then you gotta have like your sports car in there that's just like, it's fast, quick, and you're like, alright, now that we're done, we're gonna move on to something more realistic. But anyway, I have no idea what I'm fucking talking about. I don't know cars. But yeah, essentially what I want is to have a series so that, like, there's there's a long one, a short one, and a medium one, essentially. So, do gotta wonder. I guess I gotta take a gander at the good old Steam library and see what we got. Because technically we could do a continuation of the Dark Souls series. We could be like we could go to 2, but the thing is, I already said this before, I really don't like 2. I think it's a terrible game, and Scholars of the First Sin doesn't in fact make it better. It honestly just makes it worse. But I've already touched on that lightly, because Dark Souls 2 is kind of a shit game, just because of the fact that it goes against the inherent nature of fighting that it actually instilled on you in Dark Souls 1 and 3. And the fact that they break that for whatever reason is beyond me. Because the mechanic, like, you play Dark Souls for its mechanics. You play it so that, because it's like, every move you do is like, you feel like you're in control, or at least if you die or some way, you can understand why. But like in Dark Souls 2, you get like swarmed by enemies, and like the areas are just, they don't make any sense. There's no like full linkage of the areas, and that just kind of bums me out. And I know it sounds like I'm rambling at this point, but it's just like Drangleic seems really uninspired, and also like it just didn't seem fun to me. So we're probably not going to do Dark Souls 2. I might do Dark Souls 3, because I actually do have a save file on there that I was working on, and it wouldn't hurt to actually transition into Dark Souls 3 from Dark Souls 1, because we would have the, you know, the inherent ability to not completely be shit. But the idea does still stand that I might do Dark Souls 3, but I don't know. It's like a lot of Souls content just for one. Like, I mean, Dark Souls 3 is still a good game. It's probably one of my favorite games I've played this year, hands down. It's just that I need to be a little more like, you know, what's the word? Oh gosh. Like, what's good to play? I'm looking at my Steam library right now. There are a lot of good stream games. I have a lot of good stream games. It'd be like Metroidvanias and that sort of deal. But, no, like, it goes along the idea that it doesn't... I don't know if that would be interesting, or like anyone would want to watch that in other than a live setting, because running around and like, well, there'd be a lot of backtracking as there usually is in Metroidvanias, because that's just largely what you do in there. And that's not a fault of the game, that's just how it is. And it adds some longevity because of, you know, all the exploration that you have to do. But that doesn't, in my opinion, necessarily make good content, just because there's a lot of downtime in between the action. Let's see. I don't know. This is quite the predicament, that's for sure. Wait, why can't I can just run into your foot? I have orbitals. Why am I not doing that? There we go. You're dead. And with that, we are done. Anyway, we'll get back to the conversation of what we're actually gonna do later on. Maybe I'll talk to myself about it. Anyway, let's pick this up. We got the gods. Alright, sweet. Well, that's going to end this episode. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and of course subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.